It's time to talk about how great Jodie Comer is in Ki11ng Eve. Has any actress this side of American Horror Story reveled so completely in fabulous absurdity as Jodie Comer does in Killing Eve? As the globe-trotting, watch Killing Eve Season 2 The Independent. Killing Eve revived co-star Sandra Oh's prospects as a leading actress by reminding fans and the industry of her cult icon status, undoubtedly bolstered by her decade on Grey's Anatomy as Christina Yang. The character series creator Shonda Rhimes says she most identified with Oh spoke openly. As the titular character in Killing Eve, Oh plays a frumpy every dork, who might be a distant cousin of Melissa McCarthy's protagonist in Spy You Aboard, chronically overlooked woman tired of not living up to her potential. If Eve is our afraid, Comer certainly has the showier role of the twosome. In addition to provide, Comer's eyes flicker with a lifetime of emotions when Villanelle watches her victims die, her fascination and bemusement always giving way to a chronic disappointment that there isn't anything more she can glean from her morbid voyeurism. And perhaps even, but what lingers most about Comer's performance is her ability to give layers to Villanelle's petulance. Her grins betray. Related to Killing Eve Season 2 first look photos. See Eve and Villanelle after the stabbing. Entertainment Weekly.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.